Starting a business for money, I'm not gonna say it's bad or it's good because I don't want to judge that point of view. But what I wanted to tell you is if you want to start a business, make sure you start a business that you're passionate about. Welcome back to Imparables. This is season 3. We start talking about how to start a business and why do we have to start business, what is the mindset that has to be in place, but most important, how to help you grow that business that you want to do. So please subscribe if you find this content interesting. Please share the information, right? And we start right now. So let's start off why to start a business. So in reality, there is not a real reason why to start a business. You want to be entrepreneur, or you think you should be entrepreneur, or you think it's better for you to be an entrepreneur. But most people start a business without an idea why they have to start a business. Some people want freedom. Some people want independent, financial independence. Some people want just to be called the boss. And those things are more psychological things than actually purpose-driven things, right? Like, of course, if you want to have more independence, if you don't want to have somebody tell you what to do, that's a great reason why to start a business. However, I will actually suggest you to understand why is that the reason why, right? Why is that happening? And why that comes towards you, why you cannot have bosses, why you cannot listen to people. Because I think that same reason why, it will actually prevent you to expand or to grow later on in the future, because you'll need people, and then we go to concepts of leadership and concept of what being a good leader is. But the most important to start a business is to you find something that you want to serve, right? Something that you can do, that you can provide, that actually will make the quality of people's life better, right? Many people started for money because they want more money, because they think in being the boss or the owner of your own internship or the owner of your own company will make you more money. And in reality is that you can have great income without having all the liabilities and the responsibilities of being in business. Business is a really lonely career. Nobody's patting you in the back saying good job, or nobody's gonna tell you, hey, you messed up. Most likely because if you are the boss, or they just don't care. So you have to really give it a thought. Is you want to be a business owner? If you're in the path to be a business owner, if you are able to put out with all what it takes, all the pain that it takes, all the loneliness that it takes, all the hard work that it takes, all the sacrifices that will take to actually become a business owner and to become a good or a successful business owner. Starting a business for money, I'm not gonna say it's bad or it's good because I don't want to judge that point of view. But what I wanted to tell you is if you want to start a business, make sure you start a business that you're passionate about. You're passionate about business, that's fine. If you're passionate about something different than money, it will help you when things get hard to keep forward and keep dreaming. Most of the business that started in 2 years, they fell apart. And it's because people started because of money or for other reasons that was not for the right purpose for them. So trying to find the right reason why you're starting a business, how you want to help, if you really are passionate about what your service or product is. So starting a business comes with a lot of course, responsibility, but it's going to come with a lot of sacrifice. It's going to come with a lot of maybe capital that you have to invest. So make sure you start a business with something that you really like, that you're really passionate, and that you really know. If you want to start your first business, start a business with something that you know, that you are involved, that you've been doing it for a long time, or you can learn. Okay, because starting a business from nothing, without knowing anything about the business, even for experienced business people, right, is much more challenging and have less, more time spending and less rewards than starting a business that you already know. You decide you want to be a business owner, you want to have a company now, you can decide what you're going to sell. You have a product or you have a service. Are you going to sell something tangible or something intangible? right? You're gonna sell, or you're gonna give, or you're gonna service yourself, or you're gonna service somebody else's. In business, it's always about serving somebody else's before yourself. It makes sense? So when you are in the process of starting a business, you have to define. I will suggest you that in the heart of this conversation, you have to try to define what's your product. Many people start a business and they don't really have a product. They think, oh, I'm gonna sell, let's pretend, desserts, but they don't have a product actually to sell. Which dessert? Oh, any dessert. Or which dessert? Just so have a clear product. Have a clear product. Have a clear price in which cover your margins and cover your overheads, right? Your operational cost, your operation budget, and of course your profit. You select really clear what is the service you're gonna do. If you're gonna do web designing, that's a service that you're providing. If you are going to do marketing, that's a service you're providing. And marketing is so big, so exactly decide what you're gonna do. Try to find a niche. Try to start from little to top. Don't try to convince first, or to compel with the first 100 people, then to compel with the next 1,000 people, then to compel with your city, then with your, and start like that. The best way to start business without the bigger capital, is to convince the people that is already in with you. Now, how can we know if we're gonna be a good entrepreneur? You don't know. You just don't know what you don't know, and it's okay not to know. You'll never will know if you are a good entrepreneur. You'll never know until you are there. Business is a career that you have to fail to become better, that you have to learn. It's not a scribe book how to be a business owner. Maybe it's many of them over there, but it's something that you have to experience, you have to live. It's something that you have to go towards. It's like being a salesman by commission, right? When you're a salesman by commission, you're your own business, so it depends on you. It doesn't depend on anybody else. Like when you hire an employee, or you work for a company, you can blame anybody. You can blame your mom or your dad. Oh yeah, they didn't make it for me. They gave me good education. They didn't teach me how to play volleyball, right? You can blame your boss. You can blame your supervisor. When you are in business, you don't blame no one but yourself. If you don't make it in business, you didn't make it on you. So one of the things that we have to understand in order to actually become in business, to be good or to be bad, is like everything else. It's constant education and constant practice and execution. But that if you don't educate yourself to understand how to become a better leader, how to become more understandable and more strategic with your finances, how to become better at relationships with people, and you just have one strong mindset, you don't change your mindset of who you were to who you want to become or who you want to be, those are signs that indicate that you have to grow to get education, and you are not making it as a business owner. You want to have an enterprise over there, and I take it for people that already have been done it, right? Ludus Master, we have already Ludus Masteries that teach other business owners, right? Ludus Master, we have business owners that teach other business owners, maybe new, they have passed and walked that way. My friends that always say, if you want to go somewhere, just ask somewhere that already were there, right? Ask someone that already went there. No one times, many times, and that's what's about. Business owner is about failing. Success is about failing, it's not about winning. Because that's when you learn where you're weak, and that's where you become strong. But you're never gonna know how good business owners are gonna be until you are in there, right? It's not like you can have some characteristics and you can see, this guy have the driven, this guy have the passion, this guy have the brains. But most likely to me, business owner is being a great influencer and being a great leader. This is nothing more of a better business owner to be a great leader. Because you get into the point that many business owners don't understand this. You get to the point that you become a coach. You get to the point that people look at you, that you inspire people. So you don't work in yourself or how you communicate, how you perceive people's feedback, how do you receive the intentions of people, how do you work in your intuition, and the way that you actually express, you're going to be a business owner with a lot of lack of communication. And one of the best skills for business owners is to communicate. It's a jump of faith, right? It's a jump of faith, but it's a jump of faith that you have to have the attitude for it, right? Like you don't want to go to start a business with fears. You're gonna have fears, but no planning to fail. Nobody goes to the game to actually fail. No any athlete goes to present thinking with a mindset, oh, I might lose. You always go thinking that you're gonna win. So, and these are no run. This is not a speed race. It's a resistance race. It's not that you're gonna be tomorrow the millionaire that you want to be. This is a resistance race. It's a race that you have to stop sometimes and reset. It's a race that you cannot do it fast because you get tired. It's a race where you have to manage your energy. So you're gonna have to take risk, and that risk have to be measurable, right? And that it is as much as you put towards that, you hire your soul and your understanding of what's happening next. The risk is gonna be minimized. But of course, it's a risk, and it's a lot of value in risking. Right? Depends on what you want to risk. Don't never risk anything that put your survival, in my opinion, right, in risk. And well, we're talking about that, but you don't put anything that will put in risk your survival. Is that better? Right? So understand that risk is part of being a business owner. You're going to feel nervous. You're going to feel maybe with fears. But it's good to be aware of those fears and understand, hey, I'm afraid of this. If you say to yourself, I'm afraid of this, you'll be able to recognize and be able to move forward from that fear. But if you keep denying it, you'll never be able to actually pass. So thank you very much for being one more time with us, and to follow in this episode, call everyone that wants to start their own business or is thinking about entrepreneurship. This podcast and this season are going to be exactly for you. So thank you very much for being part of this. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you very much for commenting. Thank you very much for being part of the community that we want to build, to actually give the truth from business owners to business owners. Check us out. Leave your comments below or any question that you have. We read all of them and we try to answer as soon as possible. See you in the next episode of Imparables.